Hello everyone, my name is Meeta Agarwal and today we are going to talk about orgmytime. This is the application I'm designing for a desktop which will act like a perfect assistant and a document manager. So let's see what we're going to do today. So first we'll talk about the product, what is it about and what it can do. Then I'll talk about the timeline and all the sprints I planned as a project estimate and was I able to successfully complete that. Then I'll give you a product demo about everything I've been able to accomplish. Then we'll walk through the code, just understand how everything is working and how effective and how useful everything is. And then we'll just conclude and have some final thoughts. So first, let's talk about what is the product. So this was my project estimate and proposal idea. So the first thing I want to make clear is that this is a scheduling application or a calendar application. But the USP, that is unique selling point of this application, is you will be able to attach or link documents to a certain event. So let's say you just have an event, say Sprint 5 is due on 24th of April and you're making the sprint for that and you have a presentation like I have here. So I could just link that presentation to the event in my calendar application. So that's the idea behind this amazing application called orgmytime. This will also help the users a lot to find their documents very easily, keep them organized, because you go to the application, orgmytime, go to the event, link the document you're working on for that event, and you can just open it whenever you need to. So for this, I've used Oracle SQL database, and to connect with that database, we have to go to the SQL command line, enter connect, which is abbreviated to CONN. Username for the database orgmytime. Password is Java. And now we are connected to the SQL database. So when we run all the commands and our application NetBeans today, the database will be connected and we'll be able to pull all the information saved in it or make some modification in it. So now we'll talk about our project here. Okay, so let's go to the demo first so that it is easier to understand this project. So I'm going to start the application and this is the first screen the user will see. So for the sake of this application and demo, let's make a new user. I want to keep the username, say org1, password org1, first name should be new org, last name none, say org at none.com, and I'm just gonna enter 9 digits in the mobile number. So as soon as you try and click it, click save, it'll tell us we need to at least have 6 characters for the username. So let's do that. Make it org123. Now we're trying to save it again and it's telling us to have at least 6 characters for the password. So let's fix that too. The mobile number has to be at least 10 digits, so I'll fix that too. And as you can see, the information is saved. So we close this, we close the application, and now we're gonna run it as an existing user. So let's do that. I'm gonna minimize this so it's easier to look at everything. So we had our username as org123, password is org123, and let's log in. Yay, right now. So let's say we wanna create, there are 4 options at a time to do. So you can manage events, manage tasks, manage documents, or assign documents to a task or an event. So let's go to manage task. So it automatically gives a number to your task as a task ID, So I already had one, so this is gonna be number two. Say sprint 5. Description, submit it one time. Let's say it starts today and ends today. So you can choose how much have you completed. I would say 99.89% and save. So as soon as you click save, the task in this case will show up, and you can see how much it is completed, and if it is like 99% it shows up 9, and if it is totally complete it'll say 1.0. One more thing is that if you want to delete this event or task, just click on it, click on delete task, and it will ask you to confirm if you really want to delete it. If you want to modify it, you can click on modify and delete that. If you want to look at documents, like if there are any documents linked to this event and you want trying to open it or something like that, you can do that too. But I'll just go back now. Also, so this is task. Same goes for manage event. This is the same way you created a task. You will enter event title, event description, event date, say it is on 27 just in case, and agenda, whatever it is. And then you just click save here and it'll show up just like that. And instead of task here, this has delete event, modify event, or review related documents. And to do any of these three functions, you will just select the list of events here and we'll do that. If you're trying to change the layout of this, you can totally do that too. Some people will want the organizer ID in the first place maybe, or the event ID or event title, depending on whatever and however it works for everyone. Now let's go to manage documents. To manage documents or to add a document to the database, let's do this. Demo document, say presentation slides for sprint 5, and as soon as you hover over this field, it'll tell you to double click to add location from computer. So I'm going to double click. Sorry, my computer is a little slow sometimes. And let's go to desktop. And let's say this is my SQL code because I want to keep it in one place. So I'm just going to link that and save it. As soon as you click save, this will just show up. There's this document we just linked. If you want to open it, just click on the document name and it'll open the document. This is my code for the SQL database. So that is how easy it is. Let's go back now. Let's try and assign a document to an event now. So if you are trying to do that, you can just select the document you're trying to assign to an event or task and select the event you're trying to link it to. So here we have only one event, so we'll try and link it to that. And as soon as we select that, we can just click document and linking document to task completed. Now we can just go back. Yeah, that is how simple this application is. So next time someone wants to change the date, they can do that, change the event and everything. This is the current date right here, things like that. Click on your view related documents and it is very simple. This is going to help the user arrange their documents in time and plan the day ahead very well in an effective manner. Now I would like to walk you through the code. So let's do that. So I will just go back to NetBeans, stop running our application first and make this bigger. So So let's see. So this is my main Java file. Here, all the other files that those are listed here are gonna be taken care of and make this program work perfectly. This is document controller. This is event controller right here. So that is managing all the UIs for the event and all these. Let's go through all the controllers first. Login controller. This is the code for that. Very clean, simple, and easy to understand. Sign up controller. You can sign up and it's linked to the timeline user, and timeline user is saved as new. And task controller, very simple. I used get default toolkit for that. It was very easy to do this basically. Let's go to the let's go to the view then. So as you have seen, the sign up UI when you're trying to sign up was designed in this right here. It's very easy to pick features from this and just place them here. This task UI, very similar to event UI. This docs UI when you're trying to relate or load the documents in the application, and when this shows when you're trying to link documents to some other events or task. And this is the code for the date picker. You can pause at any time to understand this code. It is very intuitive. It is pretty interesting and difficult on my behalf because this was something new I was doing for the first time. And DAO is basically that controls the database and the application. It basically links it together. So this was the most important part, so that everything is saved, just like username, passwords, things like that, email ID, cell phone. As you can see, this is the code for sign up user. So yes, this task now, events now, events like get event title, event date, agenda. All these are very important aspects of this application. Dash UI, some with like doc name, summary, location, things like that. And DAO factory. Here we have the model, so helping everything work perfectly. Some things like these. Events. Event has to be saved as event title, event date, return. All these things, which I'm very sure you're familiar with. It's pretty easy to understand, but it is very time consuming to write the code, make everything work perfectly, and link it all together. And the timeline user and ventures, this is just to get the database working. Yeah, that's all. So I'll just go back to my presentation now, and as you can see, we have talked about the product timeline, product demo. Timeline, I would like to add that we have been able to finish this whole project, I mean, in specific amount of time, in a very planned and organized manner, and everything's working perfectly now. So that is awesome. Product demo, we have been doing that. We walked through the code. And final thoughts, I think this was an amazing project to work work on, and it was a great experience and a lot of things to learn from. I hope all of you are having a great time working on your projects and it's going well for you. Thank you so much.